All right, y'all. Today it's going down. So let's roll and get ready to stroll. Today we'll be talking about the true identity of Jesus. What you have here is a computer animated, AI generated image of what they think Jesus might have looked like. They are acknowledging that he was a darker skinned man and no longer claiming to be that pale skinned man that you see there on the left. At first, they would always say that it doesn't matter, but if it didn't matter, why would you change it? The answer is very simple. They wanted him to be relatable. They did not want to see black Jesus. You see, Jesus was born in Bethlehem, a small town in Israel. This is now considered the Middle East, but at the time he was born, this was Africa. Here's images of the indigenous people from Bethlehem. Notice that they are all dark-skinned. Riddle me this. How could a man born in Africa to African parents suddenly become white? The answer is very simple. This image shows the people who conquered the Middle East or Israel. Notice, pale complexion. It wasn't uncommon for conquerors to unalive the men and mate with the women, causing people of that section to change over generations, lighter complexioned people. This image that they created of Jesus would be what people in that area would look like after the conquerors came. So actually, this is still incorrect. Not only did they change his image, but they also changed his name from Yeshua to Jesus. If you see here, Yeshua actually means salvation in Hebrew. So now you have to ask yourself this. If Jesus looked more like the man on the right, then who is this man on the left? Another simple question deserves a simple answer. It is Caesar Borgia. As early as 792 AD, he was depicted in his own image. But if you notice, throughout the years, and definitely during the Roman Empire, the image slowly changed to become what you know today as Jesus Christ. Yeshua was not the only person who they changed. This is a picture of Moses. Here we have Abraham and his sons. Here is King Solomon. In the Bible, it talks about Yeshua's travels to Samaria and also to Egypt. Here are a few images of what Sumerian and Egyptian people look like. Notice the writings on the wall depicts people with braids and dreads, brown-skinned people. Look at this colorful town, full of colorful people. You see? There were even claims that President Abraham Lincoln was part Negro. Unproven, but he was called a dark-skinned man. So let's really break this down. The Roman Empire took over the northern part of Africa and, of course, southern Europe. So when they conquered, as we said before, they would unalive the men and sleep with the women. This picture depicts the Roman-Israel War, the first time that Rome conquered Israel. As you can see, as it has happened many times throughout history, the Roman soldiers conquered the land, took what they wanted for themselves, and changed history forever. For those who think it doesn't matter that they changed his name and his image, just read Deuteronomy 4:2. Command, you shall not add to the word that I command you, nor take from it. Also, Revelation 22:18-19. Here is a Bible scripture that describes the true image of Jesus. If you look, hair of wool and skin of brass. Far from the image that you see hanging up in your local church. Some people even say that Hitler was on a path to restore Judaism to the proper people that it belonged to, that he was not a psychopath in history, but someone looking for salvation for his people for the wrongs they have committed. And on that note, we will end this video right here at 4:20. I want you guys to remember that these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Peace out!